Hey everyone, I'm Comp Bros and I'm the host of the GamerGripes podcast. The GamerGripes podcast was something I thought up a few years ago with the idea that it was going to be for anyone with a mic that had something to say about video games. That's pretty much what it's going to be. It was going to be certain topics, not like, what's going on in gaming now, even though that could be part of it. It was mostly topics like what is survival horror, or the shooter genre, or what happened to JRPGs, or stuff like that. General topics of gaming. It kind of fell by the wayside when I started having less time to do things. At first it was going to be bi-weekly, and then it became monthly, then bi-monthly, then eventually it just kind of all fell apart. But with the panel at Youmacon being, I wanted that to be like the relaunch of it. So we're going to be starting again in 2014. Monthly podcast. And this is just going to be like an introduction onto what it is, which is what I just said. That's what it was. That's the introduction. Have fun with that. Let's talk about the rules of it, how to sign up, everything else. So how to sign up every month, a month before we record, I'm going to create a new video. And I'm going to link it in the description of this video, as well as an anecdote maybe that links right to it, and you can sign up simply by in the comments saying, hey, I want to join, my Skype is whatever. If you don't want to give your Skype out there, you can just contact my Skype saying, hey, I'm such and such on YouTube or Google+. Okay, the Skype is going to be GamerGripes. Very simple. That's going to be the Skype that I use for strictly for the podcast. That's the only intention for that Skype name. The format of it is going to be an hour-ish. We're going to get a topic. We're going to have a subtopic in case we run short on that one. We might talk current events in gaming or whatever anybody wants to talk about pertaining to gaming. We'll close out. Very simple. You cannot be on consecutive episodes unless it's a special episode. Meaning, if you are on episode 5, which is the very next episode that's going to be recorded in January. If you're on episode 5, you cannot be on episode 6. If you're on episode 7, you cannot be on episode 8. So on and so forth. I'm going to, in the description of the videos, I'm going to do the topic for the next episode and the topics for the next few episodes. I don't know what order the episodes are going to be in, but these are the topics. If you see a topic you may not want to sign up for that particular episode in case you want to talk about something else more. The podcast will be recorded the second Sunday of every month. Meaning the first episode will be recorded January 12th. Between 5:30 and 7 Eastern time. I want to have a little bit of time in case we go over or short, or in case I have some no-shows and I have to bring in some secondary people. There's going to be a limit of 4 people per episode unless it's a special episode. Again, special episodes will be marked in the video title and in the description. Special episodes are open to anybody and everybody. If a person is a no-show, I'll go to the first alternate and then the second alternate and so on and so forth. I want to try to get as many people as possible, as diverse of people as possible. So again, if you want to sign up, just sign up. As long as you have a microphone and something to say. That's all. That's the only prerequisite to being on this podcast. You don't really need to have extensive knowledge of like the shooter genre or action adventure games or third person cover based shooting. You just need to have something you want to say, maybe about a particular game within that genre, what have you. If you want to suggest a topic, do so in the comments of this video. If you think you've got a good topic, and if you present a topic that you want to talk about that I haven't thought of, you are the first person that I will contact for that topic, whatever it is. Even if you were on the episode previous, Be warned, there may be arguments within the podcast, debates get heated, what have you. Do not complain. If you complain too much, I will not invite you to any future podcasts. I want this to be fun for everybody. And if you're going to make it not fun, then I can't have you on this podcast. Period. Now, that's not to say that if you're screaming at somebody stupid once or twice, what have you, things get heated. But if you're personally trying to attack somebody, or if you just will not stop, I will mute you, I will boot you, and I will not invite you anymore. All episodes will be live streamed. I guess I'll use Justin TV. I may use Ustream. Again, it'll be in the description whenever I get that worked out, and it'll be an anecdote that you can just click here. The GamerGripes podcast will be available for iTunes. Let's say a few days after it's recorded, maybe that Wednesday. I think that's everything. If you have any questions that I didn't address here, ask in the comments, and I'll throw it in the description as well. I'm going to put the general fact in the description, any questions in the description, so you can just look at that in case you don't want to hear my droning voice over and over again. Anecdotes in the video for when I put up specific episodes for the podcast or what I have. Yeah, I think that's it. So join, come one, come all. Try not to scream at me too loudly for being sucky, and enjoy yourselves.